Turn to the page in your flip book, Parallel and Perpendicular Lines, page 14. Parallel lines are lines that never intersect. So these would be parallel. They will never intersect. Perpendicular lines are two lines that not only do they intersect, but when they intersect, they make a 90-degree angle. Parallel lines have slopes that are the same, meaning the rise and run is the same. It is increasing or decreasing at a constant rate. They are going at a constant rate. So therefore, the slopes of parallel lines are the same. They're going up at the same rate, or they are going down at the same rate. They're parallel, they never intersect. Perpendicular lines, they're opposite. And they are reciprocals of each other. So what that means is the opposite, meaning if one's positive, the other line has to have a negative slope. Reciprocal means if you have a fraction, if your fraction is 2 over 3, the reciprocal will be 3 over 2. The y-intercept of a parallel line have to be different. The y-intercept of perpendicular lines can be the same or different. So let's go over some examples. So parallel slopes, they have the same slope. Example, if one has a slope of 3, the other has a slope of 3. If one has a slope of 1 over 4, the other one has a slope of 1 over 4. Perpendicular slopes, they're opposite. So if one has a slope of 2 over 5, the other has a slope of negative 5 over 2. You take the reciprocal, which means you flip the fraction, and it's the opposite sign. If one is positive, the other one is negative. So let's look through these examples and see which ones are they parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So A, circle the slopes. Your slope is 1 over 3 and negative 3. Let's make this a fraction. This will be negative 3 over 1. So I have 1 over 3 and negative 3 over 1. Well, the signs are opposite and they are flipped, so they are opposite reciprocals. They are perpendicular. B, I have 2 and negative 2. Well, they're opposite, one's negative and one's positive, but they're not reciprocals of each other. So these are neither. C, well, this slope is negative 3 over 2. This one is in standard form, so you can't look at it and tell the slope. So we're going to have to do a little math. You're going to subtract 3 on each side because we have to solve for y. So you're going to have 2y equals negative 3x plus 8. Then you divide everything by 2. You're going to have y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 4. Okay, now let's look at the slopes. Negative 3 over 2 and negative 3 over 2. So the slopes are the same, so they are parallel. D, I have to change this one again like the last one. So I'm going to subtract 4x. So you're going to have negative 2y equals negative 4x plus 9. Then you divide everything by negative 2. So y equals negative 4 divided by negative 2 is a positive 2. And then that can't reduce, so I'm just going to keep it a fraction. So my slope here is 2. My slope here is negative 1 over 2. So if I was to make this a fraction, it would be 2 over 1. So I have negative 1 over 2 and positive 2 over 1. The signs are opposite and they are reciprocals, so that makes this perpendicular. Okay, that's all your notes for today.